there is a profound and quiet struggle that unfolds in the dark, a silent battle no one else can see. It's the loneliness of lying perfectly still, feeling at odds with the very vessel that is meant to be your home. Your mind may be ready for rest, yearning for the soft release of sleep, but your body has other plans. It speaks a language of its own tonight, a language of sensation, of tension, of a deep and unyielding wakefulness. And in this quiet space, it can feel as though you are two separate beings, locked in a disagreement you don't know how to resolve. You, the consciousness that wishes for peace, and the body, the faithful companion that now feels like a stranger, a landscape of unfamiliar territory. It is in these moments that we can feel so utterly alone, as if we are the only person in the entire world wrestling with this invisible friction. The world outside is asleep, but here, in the sanctuary of your own room, a deep and personal negotiation is taking place. A negotiation for comfort, for surrender, for a simple moment of truce. It's a feeling that can be difficult to name, this sense of being let down by the very thing that is meant to sustain you. A subtle, quiet sense of betrayal. The feeling that your body, after all it has been through with you, is now refusing the one thing you ask of it, a little peace. And the more you fight it, the more you try to will it into submission, the more it seems to resist, amplifying every sensation until the silence of the room is filled with the roar of your own internal struggle. You are not fighting an external enemy. You are grappling with yourself. This is perhaps one of the most challenging journeys a person can navigate, because there is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. It is a journey inward, into the very heart of your physical experience. Before we begin this journey together tonight, let's just take a quick moment. Write in the comments which part of this world you're listening from right now, and what time it is where you are. I'm curious. Are you listening in the quiet of late night, or perhaps in the early morning hours when sleep hasn't come yet? Just leave a word or two, and then settle in. Because this time right now, is entirely yours. There is nothing else you need to do, nowhere else you need to be. This space, this moment, is a sanctuary created just for you. So, as you settle in, let's begin, not with a battle, but with a gentle acknowledgement. Let's start by finding a position of least possible discomfort. Notice the words, not perfect comfort, not a magical, pain-free state, just a position of least resistance. Give yourself permission to shift your weight, to adjust a pillow, to move your arm or your leg by a single inch. Release the need for this moment to be perfect. The pressure to find the right position can become another source of tension, another fight we impose upon ourselves. Instead, what if you simply allowed your body to settle where it lands, like a leaf coming to rest on the forest floor? There is no right or wrong way for it to land. It just is. Let your body be just as it is in this moment. And now, let's set an intention. Not an intention to force sleep, because we know that trying to force it is like trying to hold water in your fist. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips away. Our intention tonight is much softer, much kinder. It is simply to find a truce, a momentary ceasefire in the long and tiring war against your own body. Just for these next few moments, we are going to lay down our weapons, the weapons of frustration, of anger, of desperate wishing and pleading. We are going to step onto the quiet middle ground and simply observe, to see if it's possible to coexist peacefully with the sensations that are present just for a little while. This body of yours, the one that feels so challenging right now, has brought you this far. Think of the millions, the billions of steps it has taken without your conscious command. Think of the meals it has digested, the wounds it has healed while you slept, the countless breaths it has drawn in and released to keep you alive. It has carried the weight of your sorrows and danced with the energy of your joys. It has held the people you love and has worked tirelessly to navigate the world for you. This body is not your enemy. It is the manuscript of your entire life, and every sensation, every limitation is a sentence written in the ink of experience. It is a story of survival, of resilience, of a life fully lived. What if, tonight, we chose to read this story with compassion rather than with judgment? What if we decided to approach our own physical self with the same kindness we would offer a dear, trusted friend who has traveled a very long and arduous road and is simply tired? The goal is not to silence the body, but to finally listen to what it is trying to say beneath the noise of discomfort. Perhaps it is asking for gentleness. Perhaps it is asking for acceptance. Perhaps it is simply asking for you to be present with it, without demanding that it change. Let that be our starting point. A truce. An agreement to be here, together, in this shared space of your being. To breathe into the reality of this moment, not the memory of how things used to be, or the fear of how they might be tomorrow. Just this, right here, right now. Finding a position of least resistance and an intention of greatest kindness. Let your shoulders soften away from your ears. Allow the small muscles around your eyes to release their grip. Let your jaw unclench, allowing a little space between your teeth. With each gentle adjustment, you are sending a message to your nervous system. A message that says, it is safe to soften. It is safe to let go of the fight, just for now. We are not trying to fix anything tonight. We are simply creating the conditions for peace to become possible. We are opening a door, ever so slightly, to a different way of being with ourselves. One that is founded not on struggle, but on a deep and profound kindness. This kindness is your birthright. It is the softest place within you, a wellspring of calm that never runs dry, even when the lands around it feel barren. Tonight, we will simply rest beside that well. We will allow ourselves to be held by the quiet of the room, by the support of the surface beneath you, and by the gentle intention to find a moment of peace, right in the heart of the struggle. This is our beginning. Now, in this quiet space of truce we have created, let's gently turn our attention to the weight of what you have been carrying. There is no need to push anything away. Here, in this stillness, we can allow the true nature of this struggle to be seen, to be held, and to be honored without judgment. Let's start by giving a name to one of the most difficult feelings of all. The feeling of being let down, perhaps even the feeling of being betrayed. That might feel like a strong word, but let's sit with it for a moment and see if it resonates. We move through our lives with an unspoken agreement with our bodies, an implicit trust. We believe that if we try to care for it, it will, in turn, carry us. It will wake when we ask it to wake, sleep when we ask it to sleep, walk, run, and heal as needed. It is our silent partner in every single experience we have. And when that partnership begins to feel one-sided, when the body no longer responds to our requests for peace or comfort or simple function, it can feel like a deep and personal breach of trust. It is not a logical feeling. It is a deep, primal sense of being abandoned by the one thing that has been with you from your very first breath to this one, right now. This feeling isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of the profound bond you have always had with your physical self. You are not two separate entities. You are one. And when one part of that unified self is in distress, it is natural to feel this dissonance, this profound sense of things being wrong. This isn't just about physical sensation, it's an emotional wound. The quiet ache of disappointment that settles deep in the bones. The frustration that simmers just beneath the surface. The sense that you are an unwilling passenger in a vehicle you can no longer steer. Let's just acknowledge that. You don't have to fix it or change it. Simply allow the truth of that feeling to be present in the room with you. The feeling of being let down. And right alongside this sense of betrayal, very often lives a quiet and profound grief. Grief is the natural human response to loss. And when the body changes, there is loss. It is a silent, often unacknowledged form of grieving. We grieve for the abilities that have shifted or faded. We grieve for the person we were who could move through the world with an ease we once took for granted. Think of the simple freedoms. The freedom to make plans without a second thought. The freedom to enjoy a moment without a constant, low-level scan for discomfort. The freedom of a mind not preoccupied with managing the physical. This grief is not self-pity. It is a measure of the life you have lived and the vitality you have known. To feel this sense of loss is to honor the strength and freedom you once embodied. We can miss the version of ourselves that could sleep through the night and wake up refreshed. We can miss the body that didn't require constant negotiation and care. It's okay to miss that person. It's okay to feel a pang of sadness for the effortless way you once inhabited your own skin. This grief is real, and it deserves a gentle witness. It is the heart's tender acknowledgement that something precious has changed. Denying this grief is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It takes enormous energy, and eventually, it will spring to the surface unexpectedly. Tonight, let's stop pushing it down. Let's allow the truth of that sadness to simply be. It doesn't need to consume you. It just needs a little air, a little space to be recognized. The loss is real. Therefore, the grief is valid. And then, perhaps buried even deeper, beneath the frustration and the grief, there can be another layer. One that is often the most difficult to admit to ourselves. It is the quiet sense of humiliation that can accompany physical limitation. This isn't about grand events. It's about the small, private moments. The moment you have to ask for help with something you've done 1,000 times before. The moment you have to say no to an invitation, not because you don't want to go, but because you must honor your body's limits. It's the vulnerability of being seen as fragile when your spirit feels as strong as ever. It is the quiet, internal sting of feeling like a burden, even when those around you are endlessly kind and reassuring. This feeling is incredibly common, yet we rarely speak of it. It's the feeling of your private struggle becoming, in small ways, public. It's the adaptation to a new reality that can sometimes feel like a demotion of the self. This quiet humiliation is not a reflection of your worth. Let me say that again. This feeling is not a reflection of your true worth. It is a painful but utterly human reaction to a loss of autonomy. It is the ego's protest against vulnerability. And here, in this safe and quiet dark, we can hold space for that difficult truth. we can acknowledge the courage it takes to navigate these moments with grace. We can see the strength required to swallow one's pride and accept a helping hand. We can honor the resilience it takes to show up in the world when you don't feel entirely at home in your own body. These three feelings, the sense of betrayal, the quiet grief, and the sting of humiliation, are heavy. They are exhausting to carry. And for so long, you may have been trying to pretend they aren't there, pushing them down with a brave face. But the fight against our own feelings is the most draining battle of all. So tonight, our only task is to acknowledge their weight, to gently name them and allow them to be. Betrayal, grief, humiliation. They are not you. They are experiences passing through you. They are the emotional weather of this particular season of your life. And by finally looking at these clouds, by acknowledging their shape and their shadow, we take away their power. We cease our resistance. And in that release, we find the first true moment of potential peace. We are simply holding space for the difficult truth and meeting it not with a fight, but with a profoundly gentle and understanding heart. Now that we have gently named some of these heavy feelings, betrayal, grief, the quiet sting of lost autonomy, let's take the next crucial step. It is a step of profound self-compassion. I want you to hear these words, not just with your ears, but with every cell of your being. It is perfectly okay to feel this way. It is perfectly okay to feel angry at your body. It is perfectly okay to feel a deep, burning frustration that makes you want to scream into a pillow. It is perfectly okay to feel a wellspring of sadness so deep it feels like it might never end. For so long, we are told, directly or indirectly, to be positive, to look on the bright side, to be a good patient, a strong person. We are encouraged to wage a war against our own negative emotions, to banish them as if they are unwelcome intruders. But tonight, we are ending that war. Here, in this safe space, you have explicit and unconditional permission to feel everything. Your anger is not a moral failing. It is a sign of your powerful life force protesting against limitation. Anger is the energy that says, this is not right. This is not fair. I deserve ease. I deserve freedom. It is a testament to the part of you that still remembers what it feels like to run, to dance, to move without thinking. It is a fire that burns in honor of your own vitality. So let the anger be there. You don't have to act on it. You don't have to let it consume you. You can simply allow it to exist, like a storm cloud passing in the vast sky of your awareness. It is a healthy, human, and completely understandable response to your situation. To deny your anger is to deny a fundamental part of your spirit that is fighting for you, that is advocating for your well-being. And your frustration. Oh, the immense, grinding frustration. The feeling of being stuck, of trying the same things over and over, again, with no relief. The exhaustion of having to think about things other people never consider. This frustration is not a sign that you aren't trying hard enough. It is the direct result of trying so very, very hard for so long. It is the friction between the reality of your situation and the deep desire for it to be different. It is the accumulated exhaustion of 1,000 small battles fought every single day. Let this frustration be seen. Acknowledge its immense weight. It is the cry of a spirit that simply wants a moment of rest, a moment of reprieve. It is a sign of your diligence, your perseverance. It is not your enemy. It is the sound of your own deep effort. And of course, the sadness, the deep, quiet sorrow. This is not weakness. It is not self-pity. This sadness is a form of love. It is love for the life you have lived, for the body you have known, for the experiences that have shaped you. Your sadness is a testament to the depth of your feeling, the richness of your connection to your own life. When we lose something we cherish, sadness is the natural, healthy, and honorable response. It is the rain that waters the earth of our soul, allowing for eventual new growth. To feel sad is to acknowledge value. Your tears, spoken or unspoken, are a tribute to your own journey. They are holy water, sanctifying the truth of your experience. Giving yourself permission to feel this sadness is an act of profound self-respect. It says, "What I am going through matters. My experience is real, and it is worthy of a tender response." Think about it this way. These emotions that we so often label as negative, anger, frustration, sadness, are not the problem. The problem is our judgment of them. The problem is the second layer of suffering we add on top, the voice that says, "I shouldn't feel this way." That is the true source of exhaustion. The feelings themselves are simply energy, information. They are messengers from the deepest part of you, telling you what you need. Anger tells you a boundary has been crossed. Frustration tells you a method isn't working. Sadness tells you something is worthy of being mourned. They are not here to harm you. They are here to be heard. Tonight, we normalize them completely. They are not signs of a broken spirit. They are signs of a spirit that is fully alive, fully engaged, and responding honestly to profound change. And so, let this be our affirmation for this moment, a truth to settle into your bones as you rest here. My feelings are a testament to the life I have lived and the strength I have always known. Let that sink in. Your feelings are not random or chaotic. They are directly proportional to the love you have for your life. They are a measure of your own powerful heart. The more you have loved your freedom, the more frustration you will feel at its loss. The more you have cherished your abilities, the more sadness you will feel as they change. The more you have valued your own vibrant energy, the more anger you will feel at its constraint. See? These feelings are not your enemies. They are the echoes of your own best self. They are the guardians of your past, honoring everything you have been and everything you have held dear. So, for the next few moments, simply allow yourself to be. If a wave of frustration washes over you, let it come. Don't fight it. Just notice it. Ah, there is frustration. It is here because I care so deeply. If a pang of sadness arises, breathe into it. Here is sadness. It is here to honor what I miss. By meeting your emotions with this gentle acceptance, you rob them of their terrifying power. They cease to be monstrous tidal waves and become, instead, simple waves in the vast ocean of your experience. They rise, they crest, and if you allow them, they will fall. It is the fighting, the resisting, that keeps them churning, that keeps them locked in place. Your permission is the key that unlocks them and allows them to move through. It is perfectly okay to feel this. You are a human being navigating a profoundly difficult path. Your feelings are your compass, your guides, and your most honest companions. Tonight, we welcome them all. Having given ourselves permission to feel everything, the anger, the grief, the frustration, we now need a safe place for these powerful emotions to simply be. Without a container, these feelings can feel overwhelming, like a storm tossing a small boat on an endless ocean. The key is not to get rid of the storm, but to find a safe harbor where the boat can rest, where the waters can finally become still, regardless of the weather raging outside. So, let's create that harbor now, right here within you. This is not a place you have to build. It is a place you simply have to discover. It has been there all along, waiting patiently beneath the surface of your daily struggles. Let your awareness drift inward, past the sensations in your body, past the swirling thoughts in your mind, past the waves of emotion. Go deeper. Imagine you are descending gently, like a single feather drifting down through still water, deeper and deeper into the core of your being. And here, in this profound inner space, you find it. A place of absolute calm, a place of untouchable safety. This is your inner harbor. Picture it however feels right to you. Perhaps it is a quiet, hidden cove, surrounded by ancient, protective cliffs. The water here is perfectly clear and profoundly still, reflecting the vast, starry sky above. The winds that howl on the open sea cannot reach this place. The tumultuous waves crash far out on the rocks. But here, inside the harbor, there is only a gentle, silent lapping at the shore. Or maybe your safe harbor is a deep, mossy forest clearing, bathed in soft, filtered moonlight. The air is cool and clean, and the ancient trees stand as silent, wise sentinels, their branches forming a protective canopy high above. A profound silence blankets everything, a silence that is not empty, but full of peace, full of a deep, resonant stillness. It doesn't matter what your harbor looks like. What matters is the feeling it evokes, a feeling of being completely safe, completely held, completely at peace. This is your sanctuary. This is the part of you that is never in pain, never frustrated, never afraid. It is the vast, unchanging awareness that has witnessed every moment of your life without ever being harmed by it. It is the sky, not the weather. And you can return to this place whenever you need to. It is always here. Now, let's bring those difficult feelings we acknowledged earlier into this safe space. We are not bringing them here to fix them or to analyze them. We are simply bringing them here to rest. Imagine taking the feeling of frustration, not as a raging fire, but as a single, glowing ember. You can gently place it on the calm waters of your harbor and watch as the stillness cools it, soothes it, until its fiery glow softens into a gentle warmth. Imagine taking the heavy weight of grief, not as a crushing stone, but as a smooth gray pebble. You can release it into the deep, clear water and watch as it sinks slowly, gently, coming to rest on the soft sand at the bottom, where it can finally be at peace. It's still there. Its story is still part of the landscape, but it is no longer a burden you have to carry. Now, let's find an anchor in this safe space, something to hold on to that will keep you steady here. That anchor is your breath. Your breath is the most reliable, constant rhythm in your life. It has been with you from the very beginning, and it will be with you until the very end. It is the gentle current that flows in and out of your inner harbor. Let's follow it now, without trying to change it in any way. Simply notice the sensation of the air as it enters your body, cool and fresh, and notice the sensation as it leaves your body, warm and soft. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest or your abdomen. Each breath is an anchor, mooring you to this present moment, to this place of deep calm. When your mind begins to wander, as it naturally will, back to thoughts of your body, or worries about tomorrow, or memories of yesterday, just gently and kindly guide your attention back to the anchor, back to the simple, physical sensation of your breath, in and out. With every inhalation, imagine you're breathing in peace, breathing in the calm, safe energy of your harbor. Let this gentle energy flow into every part of your body, a soothing balm for tired muscles and frayed nerves. And with every exhalation, imagine you are releasing the struggle. You are not releasing the pain itself. We are not fighting reality. You are releasing the tension around the pain, the mental resistance, the emotional clenching. Just let it go. Let it dissolve into the vast, peaceful space of your harbor. Inhaling calm, exhaling struggle. Allow everything to be exactly as it is, just for this moment. Here, in your safe harbor, there is nothing you need to do. There is nothing to fix, nothing to solve, nothing to strive for. Your only task is to be, to rest, to float in this profound stillness. The sensations in your body might still be present. The thoughts might still arise. The emotions might still gently surface. But here, they are different. They no longer have the power to overwhelm you. They are simply objects floating in the vast, calm water of your awareness. You can observe them from a place of peaceful detachment, from the safe shore of your harbor. See the pain not as my pain, but simply as sensation. See the thoughts not as my thoughts, but simply as thinking. This subtle shift in perspective creates a space of freedom. You are not the pain. You are not the thoughts. You are the vast, silent, peaceful awareness that is holding all of it. You are the harbor. You are the sanctuary. This place is your birthright. It is the indestructible core of your being. No matter how fierce the storm on the surface, the depths of the ocean always remain calm and undisturbed. And so it is with you. Your deepest self, your true nature, is always at peace. Learning to access this inner harbor is one of the greatest kindnesses you can offer yourself. It is a reminder that even when your body feels like a battleground, there is a place within you that is, and always will be, at peace. So rest here now. Rest in the stillness. Rest in the safety. Let your breath be your anchor, and let this inner sanctuary hold you, comfort you, and remind you of the profound, unshakable peace that is always available to you, right here, right now. Just allow. Just be. As you rest here in the quiet sanctuary of your inner harbor, anchored by the gentle rhythm of your breath, let's explore one of the most subtle but powerful shifts we can make. It is the shift from fighting to releasing. For so long, you have been engaged in an immense struggle, a constant, low-level war against your own physical reality. This struggle is utterly exhausting. It consumes a vast amount of your precious life energy. But here is a crucial distinction to make, one that can change everything. There is the pain itself, the physical sensations, the limitations, the discomfort, and then there is the suffering that we create by resisting. The pain. These are two separate things. The pain is the clean, simple reality of the present moment. It is the weather. The suffering is the tension, the bracing, the mental and emotional fight against that reality. It is our desperate attempt to stop the rain by shouting at the sky. One is a sensation. The other is a story we tell ourselves about the sensation. A story that often begins with, "This shouldn't be happening." This resistance, this constant fighting against what is, creates a second layer of tension that spreads throughout your entire system. It's in the clenched jaw, the tightened shoulders, the shallow breath. It is a state of perpetual internal armor, and it is incredibly draining to maintain. Imagine you are holding a very heavy stone. The stone itself has a certain weight. That is the primary pain. Now imagine holding that stone with your arm outstretched, muscles trembling, fighting against gravity with all your might. The ache in your arm, the strain in your shoulder, the sweat on your brow. That is the secondary suffering created by resistance. The pain of the stone hasn't changed, but your experience of it is magnified 100-fold by the effort of your struggle. What if, just for a moment, you could simply set the stone down? Or, if you can't set it down, what if you could change your relationship to it? What if you could cradle it, support it from underneath? Find a way to hold it that requires the least amount of effort. This is the act of releasing the struggle. We are not trying to magically make the stone disappear. We are simply letting go of the exhausting, energy-draining fight against its weight. Let's use another analogy. Think of a rope. For so long, you have been in a desperate tug of war with your physical condition. On one side is you, pulling with all your might, fueled by frustration, fear, and the memory of how things used to be. On the other side is the reality of your body, an immovable force. You pull and you pull, straining every muscle, every nerve. Your hands are raw, your back aches, your spirit is weary. The rope is stretched taut between you and reality, vibrating with a constant, exhausting tension. You believe that if you just pull a little harder, you might win. You might pull reality over to your side. But all that happens is that you become more and more tired. The tension just increases. Now, what would happen if you simply let go of the rope? Just for tonight. Just for this moment. Imagine that feeling in your hands. The sudden release of tension. The surprising lightness. Your hands, which were clenched into tight fists, can now soften and open. Your arms, which were braced for the fight, can now relax by your sides. The frantic, desperate energy of the struggle simply dissipates. Notice what happens when you let go. The reality on the other end of the rope doesn't change. The condition is still there, but you are no longer locked in a fight with it. You are free. You have reclaimed all of the energy you were pouring into that hopeless struggle. And that energy can now be used for something else. It can be used for healing, for rest, for peace. Releasing the rope is not an act of giving up. It is not defeat or resignation. It is an act of profound wisdom and radical self-care. It is a strategic choice to conserve your precious resources. It is the realization that your peace does not depend on winning the tug of war. Your peace depends on dropping the rope. Let's try this right now. In a very practical way, scan your body with your awareness. Find one small area that is holding tension. Perhaps it's your forehead, furrowed with worry, or your shoulders, hunched up towards your ears, or maybe your stomach, clenched in a tight knot. You don't need to understand why the tension is there. You don't need to analyze it. Simply bring your gentle, curious attention to it. Now, as you exhale, imagine you are letting go of the rope in that one small area. Just give that spot permission to soften. Visualize the clenched muscles releasing their grip, the tense fibers becoming smooth and long. Feel that small, subtle shift from holding on to letting go. Your forehead can smooth out. Your shoulders can drop. Your belly can soften. With each breath, you can let go of the rope just a little bit more. You are not forcing relaxation. You are simply ceasing the effort of being tense. You are allowing your body to return to a more natural state of ease, a state it knows well, but has forgotten in the midst of the long fight. This is a practice. It is something we return to, moment by moment. The habit of struggle is strong. The mind will want to pick up the rope again and again. It will say, "But I have to fight. If I stop fighting, it will win." But what is it? And what does winning even mean in this context? The real victory is not changing the external reality. The real victory is finding peace within the reality that is. The ultimate freedom is realizing that you can be at ease, even in the presence of discomfort. It is a quiet, internal revolution. It is the most powerful choice you can make when you feel powerless over your circumstances. You can choose to drop the rope. So as you lie here, continue to scan your body. With each out-breath, find another place to let go. The hands, the legs, the feet. Let go of the fight. Release the endless internal argument with reality. Allow your body, just for tonight, to be exactly as it is. Allow your hands and your spirit to soften, to rest. In this release, there is an incredible strength. It is the quiet, dignified strength of acceptance. It is the wisdom of the willow tree that bends in the wind rather than the rigid oak that breaks. By letting go of the fight, you become unbreakable. You become peace itself. Now that we have gently let go of the rope, releasing the exhausting struggle against reality, a new space opens up. It is a space of quiet, of stillness, where a different kind of relationship with your body can begin to emerge. Instead of seeing it as an adversary, a broken machine, or a source of betrayal, what if we could shift our perspective entirely? What if we could begin to see this body in its current state with eyes of reverence and deep honor? Let's try an exercise in gentle reframing. Let's consider the idea of the body not as a problem to be solved, but as a faithful storykeeper, a living archive of your entire, unique, and unrepeatable life. This body is not a blank slate that has suddenly malfunctioned. It is a rich and detailed manuscript, and every sensation, every scar, every line, every ache is a word, a sentence, a paragraph in your incredible story. It has recorded everything, faithfully and without judgment. Think back. This is the body that learned to walk, stumbling and falling, and getting up again with a determined spirit. It carries the memory of those first steps, that first taste of independence. This is the body that felt the warmth of the sun on its skin during a perfect summer afternoon, the shock of cold water as you jumped into a lake, the comfort of a hug from someone you loved so deeply your heart felt it might burst. Every one of those sensory memories is stored within these cells. The joy, the pleasure, the simple, profound experience of being alive in the world. Your body was the vessel for all of it. It was your loyal interface with life. It remembers the taste of your favorite meal, the sound of laughter that made your belly ache in the best possible way, the sight of a sunset that painted the sky in impossible colors. All of these moments of beauty and delight are woven into the very fabric of your physical being. Your body didn't just witness these things, it felt them. It recorded them in the language of nerve and muscle and bone. And it has carried your burdens too. This is the body that housed your anxiety, that felt the familiar knot in your stomach before a difficult conversation. It's the body whose shoulders carried the invisible weight of responsibility for your family, your work, your life. It is the body that processed your grief, that felt the hollowness in your chest, that produced the tears that were a necessary and healing release. It has absorbed the shocks and stresses of your life, acting as a buffer between your sensitive spirit and a sometimes harsh world. It has worked overtime, day after day, year after year, translating the complex emotional and mental experiences of your life into physical reality. It never once complained. It simply did its job, holding whatever you needed it to hold, carrying whatever you needed it to carry. It has been your most constant, most loyal companion on a very, very long journey. Every pain you feel now is connected to that story. It is not a random, meaningless affliction. It is a part of the narrative. Perhaps the ache in your back is the echo of years of hard work, of lifting and carrying and supporting others. Perhaps the fatigue that settles deep in your bones is the accumulated cost of a lifetime of showing up, of giving your energy, of participating fully in your own life. Perhaps the sensitivity in your nerves is a testament to a life lived with an open, feeling heart. We are so quick to judge these sensations as bad or wrong. But what if they are simply the evidence of a life well lived? What if they are the honorable scars of a brave soldier returning from a long and meaningful campaign? When we look at an ancient weathered statue, we don't see its cracks and missing pieces as flaws. We see them as proof of its history, its survival, its story. They are what give it character and depth and a profound beauty. Let this be our affirmation for this moment. Let it settle into your awareness as you rest here. This body has been my most loyal companion on a very long journey. Say it silently to yourself. Feel the truth of it. This body, the one you are lying in right now, has never left your side. From the moment of your conception, it has been your partner, your vehicle, your home. It has done everything in its power to keep you safe, to heal you, to support you. Even now, in its struggle, it is still doing its best. Its current state is not a betrayal. It is a communication. It is a chapter in the story that is asking to be read with compassion and understanding. It is asking for a different kind of attention, not the frustrated attention of a mechanic trying to fix a broken engine, but the gentle, loving attention of a historian reading a sacred text. As you lie here, let your awareness travel gently through your body. As you notice a sensation, instead of labeling it pain, try to reframe it. This is the place that carried my children. This is the joint that allowed me to dance at my wedding. These are the hands that built a garden, wrote a letter, held another's hand. Connect the present sensation with the past service. This practice slowly, gently begins to transform your relationship with physical discomfort. It shifts the sensation from being an enemy to being an echo of love, an echo of effort, an echo of life itself. You are not inhabiting a failed body. You are inhabiting a body that has lived and lived deeply. It is a living library, and you are its caring and respectful librarian. Tonight, your only job is to walk through the quiet aisles of this library, not with a critical eye, but with a sense of awe and gratitude for the incredible story that is stored on every shelf. Your body is not betraying you. It is speaking its truth. It is telling its story. And finally, you are here to listen. Having honored the body as a faithful storykeeper, let's now turn our awareness to another profound truth, one that is happening right now, in this very moment, within you. It is the body's unspoken, innate, and absolutely incredible resilience. We often focus so intently on what is going wrong, on the sensations of discomfort and the limitations, that we completely overlook the silent miracle of persistence that is unfolding within us at all times. Even now, as you lie here feeling weary or in pain, there are trillions of cells within you working tirelessly on your behalf. There is a deep, ancient intelligence at work, an intelligence that knows how to heal, how to rest, and how to continue against all odds. Your heart is beating, a steady, faithful rhythm. It is maintained without a single conscious command from you. Your lungs are drawing in the air of the room and converting it into the very energy of life. Your digestive system is processing, your immune system is standing guard, and countless other intricate, elegant processes are carrying on, all in the service of your survival, your continuation. This is not a small thing. It is a staggering feat of biological devotion. Your body, even in its compromised state, has an incredible, unwavering drive to move toward wholeness. It is always seeking balance. It is always trying to heal. We can begin to reframe its current state, not as a failure, but as a testament to everything it has endured and survived. The very fact that you are here, breathing in this moment, is a profound victory. It is evidence of a resilience that is so deep, it is almost beyond our comprehension. Think of all the illnesses it has fought off in your lifetime without you even being aware of them. Think of the cuts and bruises that healed as if by magic. Think of the fevers it generated to cook invading microbes into oblivion. Your body is a seasoned veteran of survival. It has an immense, accumulated wisdom about how to endure. The sensations and limitations you are experiencing now are not a sign of its weakness. They are the signs of its incredible journey. They are the battle scars that prove its strength. It has brought you through so much, and it is still here, still fighting for you, still working for you in every way it can. Let's use an analogy to feel this more deeply. Imagine a beautiful, ancient tree standing in a field. It is not a perfect, symmetrical sapling. It is gnarled and weathered. One of its great limbs may have been broken off by a lightning strike decades ago. Its bark is thick and deeply grooved, marked by years of sun and wind and ice. Some of its branches might be bare. From a distance, one might see it as a damaged, imperfect tree. But if you come closer, if you truly look at it, you see something else entirely. You see its story. You see the deep roots that have held it firm through 100 storms. You see the way its trunk has twisted toward the sun, a testament to its relentless pursuit of light and life. You see the new, tender green shoots that still emerge from its old wood every spring. Its strength is not in its flawless appearance. Its strength is in its history, in its endurance, in its deep, unshakable connection to the earth. The storms that marked it did not destroy it. They became part of its strength. They shaped it into the magnificent, resilient being that it is. Your body is like that ancient tree. It has been through its own storms, the stresses, the injuries, the illnesses, the sheer, cumulative effort of living. The marks of these storms are not signs of failure. They are medals of honor. They are the proof of your resilience. The fatigue you feel is the quiet dignity of a body that has worked hard and needs deep rest. The pain you feel is the voice of a part of you that has carried an immense load and is asking for care. To see the body this way, as a resilient survivor rather than a broken machine, changes everything. It shifts our internal dialogue from one of frustration and disappointment to one of awe and deep respect. We stop demanding that it be different, and we start marveling at the fact that it is still here, still functioning, still holding our precious life within it. As you lie here, try to connect with this innate resilience within you. Feel the steady beat of your heart, a quiet drum of persistence. Feel the gentle, automatic rhythm of your breath, a testament to the life force that flows through you. Acknowledge the silent, ceaseless work that is happening beneath the level of your conscious awareness. Send a wave of gratitude inward, a quiet thank you. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for carrying me this far. Thank you for your incredible, unspoken strength. This gratitude is not a denial of the difficulty. It is a fuller appreciation of the whole picture. Yes, there is struggle. And yes, there is also a profound and powerful resilience holding you, sustaining you, even now. By placing our attention on this resilience, we nourish it, we amplify it. What we focus on grows. If we focus only on the brokenness, we will feel broken. If we choose to also acknowledge the incredible, ongoing strength, we begin to feel that strength as our own. Your body's current state is not the end of the story. It is a chapter. And in this chapter, the theme is endurance. It is about the quiet, uncelebrated heroism of simply continuing. It is about the deep biological wisdom that knows how to rest, how to conserve energy, how to survive. Trust in this wisdom. It is older and smarter than your conscious mind. Your only job right now is to create the conditions for this resilience to do its best work. And those conditions are rest, release of struggle, and a profound, gentle kindness. You are not a victim of a failing body. You are the caretaker of a magnificent, ancient, and resilient survivor. And your gentle presence, your kindness, your respect is the most powerful medicine you can offer it tonight. We have honored the body as a storykeeper and marveled at its resilience. Now, let's take a gentle step back, creating a little more space in our awareness. This next shift in perspective can be one of the most liberating of all. It involves gently, compassionately separating your true self, the core of who you are, from the transient state of your physical body. For so long, you have likely been over-identified with your physical condition. When the body is in pain, it's easy to say, "I am in pain." When the body is tired, "I am tired." We merge our entire sense of self with the temporary sensations and limitations of the physical form. But what if this isn't the whole truth? What if the body and its feelings are something you have, but not something you are? Consider this beautiful and timeless analogy. You are the sky, not the weather. Let that image settle into your mind. Think of the sky. It is vast, open, boundless, and always, at its core, peaceful and clear. It is the container for everything that happens within it. Now think of the weather. The weather is constantly changing. One day, there are dark, heavy storm clouds. There is thunder, lightning, and pouring rain. Another day, there are light, wispy clouds drifting lazily by. There might be fog or wind, or a brilliant cloudless expanse of blue. The weather is a transient phenomenon. It arises, it plays out its nature, and then it passes. Through all of this, the storms, the calm, the sun, the clouds, what is the one thing that never changes? The sky itself. The sky is never harmed by the storm. It is never broken by the lightning. It is not stained by the clouds. It simply holds the weather, allowing it to be what it is, knowing that it will eventually pass. The sky's fundamental nature of vast, peaceful clarity remains untouched, no matter how turbulent the weather of the moment may be. Now, let's apply this to your own experience. Your true self, your consciousness, your spirit, your awareness is the sky. It is this vast, open, peaceful presence that is reading these words right now. It is the silent witness that has been with you through every single experience of your life. The physical sensations in your body, the pain, the discomfort, the fatigue, are the weather. The emotions that arise in response, the frustration, the grief, the anger, are also the weather. The thoughts that swirl through your mind, the worries, the memories, the plans, they too are just weather. They are all temporary events happening within the vast, unchanging space of your awareness. They are not you. You are the space that holds them. You are the sky. This is not just a poetic idea. It is a profound shift in identity that you can experience directly. Let's try it. Bring your attention to a physical sensation in your body. Instead of thinking, "My back hurts," try rephrasing it in your mind. There is a sensation of aching in the back. Can you feel the subtle difference? The first statement, "My back hurts," creates a tight identification. You and the pain are one. The second statement, "There is a sensation," creates a little space. There is the sensation, and then there is you, the one who is aware of the sensation. You are the observer. You are the sky, and the ache is a cloud. Now try it with an emotion. Instead of "I am sad," try, "The feeling of sadness is present." Again, feel the space that opens up. Sadness is a weather pattern moving through the sky of your being. You can watch it, feel it, honor it, but you don't have to become it. It doesn't have to define the totality of who you are. This practice of disidentification is incredibly powerful. It doesn't eliminate the pain or the difficult emotions, but it fundamentally changes your relationship to them. It moves you from being a person trapped inside a storm to being the vast, calm sky that is holding the storm. From this perspective, you can have compassion for the weather. You can tend to the body's needs with a gentle, caring detachment, just as you might close the windows of your house when it rains. You are no longer at war with the weather. You are simply responding to it wisely. This allows you to access a deep well of peace that is always present, right behind the clouds. Your core self, your sky-like nature, remains whole, calm, and untouched by physical circumstance. This core self does not get sick. It does not grow old. It does not feel pain. It is the timeless, boundless awareness that is the very essence of you. Let this be your affirmation as you continue to rest. My core self remains whole, calm, and untouched by physical circumstance. Feel into the truth of that. The part of you that loves, the part of you that is kind, the part of you that has wisdom, the part of you that is aware. That part is perfectly, completely, and eternally okay. It is your unbreakable, unshakable center. Resting in this understanding can bring a profound sense of relief. It means that no matter what happens on the physical level, your essence is safe. Your true nature is secure. The storm may rage, but the sky is at peace. The waves may crash on the surface, but the depths of the ocean are still. By identifying with the sky, with the deep ocean, you reclaim your innate wholeness. You remember that you are so much more than your body. You are so much more than your pain. You are the vast, silent, loving awareness that holds it all. So as you lie here, let the weather of your body and mind be as it is. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Simply allow it to move through. and rest your attention, your sense of self, in the vast, open, peaceful sky of your own being. This is your true home. And here, in this home, you are always and already at peace. As we rest in this spacious awareness, identifying with the calm, unchanging sky rather than the passing weather of the body, we can begin to touch upon something incredibly profound: the quiet dignity of being. In a world that often measures a person's worth by what they can do, by their productivity, their speed, and their physical independence, it is easy to feel that our value has diminished when our bodies change. We can fall into the trap of believing that our dignity is tied to our ability. But this is a profound misunderstanding of where true dignity resides. Let's begin by honoring the immense, unspoken courage it takes to navigate each day with physical challenges. The world is not always built for bodies that are in pain or that move at a different pace. It takes a quiet heroism to simply get out of bed in the morning when you know the day will be a negotiation with discomfort. It takes immense strength to continue to engage with life, to love your family, to find moments of joy when you are carrying a constant physical burden. This is not a small thing. This is the stuff of true grit, of a deep and powerful spirit. The dignity is not in the absence of struggle. It is in the grace with which you meet the struggle. It is in the persistent, quiet determination to keep your heart open even when your body feels closed. It is in the simple, profound act of showing up for your own life day after day. This courage is often invisible to the outside world, but it is real and it is magnificent. Let's take a moment, right now, to honor that in you, to acknowledge the deep reservoir of strength you have drawn upon, time and time again. Now let's redefine dignity. True dignity has nothing to do with physical independence. It is not about whether you can open a jar by yourself, or walk a certain distance, or work a certain number of hours. Those are actions. They are external performances. True dignity is an inherent quality of your being. It is the inalienable grace and worth of your spirit. It is the light of your consciousness, the essence of who you are, which we have called the sky. That light is never dimmed by physical circumstance. It is constant and it is radiant. Your dignity is not in what you do, but in the profound truth of who you are. A diamond does not lose its value when it is covered in mud. Its essential nature remains brilliant and precious. Your physical challenges are like the mud. They may obscure the surface. They may make it difficult for you or others to see the brilliance beneath, but they do not and cannot change the essential, precious nature of your being. Think of someone you admire deeply for their wisdom or their kindness. Perhaps a grandparent, a mentor, or a historical figure. Often, the people who radiate the most profound dignity are those who have endured great hardship. Their wisdom was forged in the fires of struggle. Their compassion was deepened by their own experiences of vulnerability. Their dignity shines through not in spite of their challenges, but because of them. Their presence has a certain weight, a certain grace that comes from a life that has been fully lived and deeply felt, including its painful chapters. Your journey with your body is a part of that forging process. It is an opportunity to cultivate a depth of character and a quality of presence that might not have been accessible otherwise. It strips away the superficial and forces you to connect with what is most essential: your own spirit, your own heart, your own inherent worth. Let's hold this affirmation in our hearts for a moment. My dignity is not in what I do, but in the profound truth of who I am. Let this be a gentle antidote to the voice of self-criticism or shame that can sometimes arise. That voice belongs to the world of doing. We are now resting in the world of being. In the world of being, you are already whole. You are already worthy. You are already complete. You don't have to earn your dignity. You simply have to recognize that it is, and has always been, your fundamental nature. Your worth is not up for negotiation. It is a fact, as solid and as real as the ground beneath you. When you must ask for help, you do so from a place of dignity. When you must set a boundary and say no, you do so from a place of dignity. When you must rest, you do so from a place of dignity. Every choice you make to honor your body's needs is an act of profound self-respect, and therefore, an expression of your inherent dignity. This is a quiet revolution. It is the act of reclaiming your self-worth from the external world and placing it back where it belongs, in the core of your own being. It is understanding that your value as a human being is not measured in units of productivity, but in units of love, of awareness, of presence, of courage. And in these measures, your worth may well be increasing every single day. The challenges you face are inviting you to become a person of greater compassion, greater patience, and greater wisdom. They are inviting you to discover a strength you never knew you had, and to embody this quiet, unshakable dignity that comes not from an easy life, but from a life that has been met with an open and courageous heart. So as you rest here, let go of any lingering feelings of being less than. Let go of the need to prove your worth through action. Simply rest in the truth of your being. You, in your essence, are a being of profound light and immense worth. Your spirit is whole and complete. Your dignity is absolute and untouchable. Rest in that knowledge. Let it be the firm ground on which you stand, the peaceful sky in which you dwell. Your being is enough. You are enough. Having rediscovered the unshakable dignity of your own being, a new possibility emerges. We can now begin to move from a state of internal conflict to one of compassionate partnership. For so long, the relationship between yourself, your mind, your will, and your body may have felt like a constant battle. The mind wants one thing: sleep, ease, mobility, and the body seems to want another. This creates a painful division, a civil war within your own skin. But now, resting in a place of deeper peace and self-worth, we can invite a truce. We can begin to lay down the weapons of criticism, judgment, and demand, and instead extend a hand of friendship to this body that has been our lifelong companion. This is about shifting from a mindset of managing or fixing your body to one of caring for and partnering with it. A manager stands outside and above, issuing orders and evaluating performance. A partner stands alongside, listening, collaborating, and sharing the journey. This is a profound shift from a relationship based on power to one based on love. It is the beginning of a new and gentle partnership. This partnership starts not with a grand gesture, but with a single, gentle question. A question asked not from the demanding mind, but from the quiet, compassionate heart. As you lie here, tuning into the sensations within you, silently and kindly ask your body this question: what do you need from me right now to feel cared for? And then, just listen. Be very still and listen with your whole being. The answer may not come in words. It may come as a subtle feeling, an image, a quiet knowing. Perhaps the answer is, I need you to stop being so angry with me. Perhaps it is, I need you to breathe more deeply into this area of tension. It might be as simple as, I need a sip of water, or I need you to shift my position just slightly. Or perhaps the most profound answer of all is, I just need you to stay with me. I need you to be present with me in my discomfort, without trying to escape or fix me. I need to feel that I am not alone in this. Listen for the soft, quiet voice of your body's innate wisdom. It has been trying to communicate with you for a long time, but its voice is often drowned out by the shouting of the frustrated mind. Tonight, we are creating the silence needed to finally hear it. Fostering this sense of deep kindness toward your body is a practice, like learning a new language. At first, it may feel awkward or unfamiliar. The old habits of criticism and impatience are strong, but with gentle persistence, you can learn the language of compassion. Imagine how you would treat a cherished friend who was tired and in pain. Would you berate them for being slow? Would you tell them to just get over it? Of course not. You would likely sit with them quietly. You might offer them a warm blanket or a soothing cup of tea. You would speak to them in a soft, gentle voice. You would offer them your patient, loving presence. You would not demand that they be different than they are. You would simply offer your care, unconditionally. Can you begin to offer this same quality of kindness to your own body? Let's try it now. Bring to mind an area of your body that is currently holding discomfort. Instead of sending it the usual messages of frustration or aversion, try sending it a wave of gentle kindness. You can even place a hand on that area, if it feels right. Let your touch be incredibly soft and caring. And with your touch, or simply with your intention, send a message of compassion. Something like, I know you are struggling. I am here with you. I am not going to fight you anymore. Thank you for all you do. Feel the warmth from your hand, or the warmth of your attention, soaking into that area like a soothing balm. This is not an attempt to make the pain go away. It is an act of friendship. It is a gesture that says, we are in this together. You are transforming the site of a battle into a place of sanctuary. You are turning an enemy into a friend. This new partnership is built on two pillars: listening and responding with kindness. It's a continuous, gentle dance. You listen for the body's signals, the whisper of fatigue, the pang of discomfort, the need for stillness. And you respond not with frustration, but with care. This might mean canceling a plan to allow for more rest. It might mean choosing foods that feel nourishing and gentle. It might mean simply pausing for 5 minutes in your day to breathe and soften. Each time you listen and respond with kindness, you are strengthening the bonds of this new partnership. You are rebuilding trust. You are telling your body, over and over again, I am on your side. I am your ally. This message, repeated consistently, can have a profound effect on your nervous system. The constant state of high alert, the fight or flight response that is so often activated by the internal war, can begin to stand down. Your body can learn on a cellular level that it is safe with you, that it is cared for by you. This safety is the foundation of all healing and all deep rest. It's important to remember that your body is not doing this to you. It is not being malicious or stubborn. It is an incredibly complex and sensitive ecosystem that is doing its absolute best to find balance in challenging circumstances. It is not your adversary. It is your home. It is the only home you will ever have in this lifetime. And just like any home, it requires care, attention, and gentle maintenance. For too long, we may have been like neglectful homeowners, ignoring the creaks and groans, pushing the foundation to its limits, and then getting angry when things start to break down. Tonight marks a new beginning. We are becoming loving caretakers of our own precious home. We are learning to listen to its language and to respond with tenderness and respect. This is the path from conflict to collaboration, from alienation to wholeness. It is the beginning of coming home to yourself. As we cultivate this new and gentle partnership with the body, built on listening and kindness, we begin to weave a more complete and compassionate story of our lives. It's easy, when faced with a significant physical challenge, for that challenge to become the entire narrative. It can feel like a bold, dark line drawn through your life story, separating the before from the after. The past, seen through the lens of present struggle, can seem like a golden age that is lost forever, and the future can look like a frightening, diminished landscape. This way of seeing things, while understandable, creates a deep sense of fracture and loss. Tonight, let's explore a different way of weaving the story. Let's begin with this fundamental truth. This current chapter of physical challenge does not erase the rest of your life story. It is a chapter, not the whole book. Your past is not gone. Everything you have been, everything you have done, everything you have learned and loved is still a part of you. It is woven into the very fabric of your being. The strength you cultivated in your youth, the resilience you learned from past hardships, the love you gave and received, all of that is still here, living within you as a deep inner resource. This current chapter doesn't cancel out the previous ones. It is simply added to them. Your story is becoming richer, more complex, more layered. A single, dark thread woven into a vast tapestry does not ruin the tapestry. It adds depth, contrast, and a new dimension of beauty. Think of your life as that tapestry. See the vibrant colors of your joys, the golden threads of your loves, the strong, steady weave of your accomplishments and contributions. Now see the darker threads of your sorrows and challenges, including this one. See how they are not separate from the rest, but are woven right into the fabric. Notice how these darker threads actually make the brighter colors around them seem even more vibrant. Without the contrast, the full beauty of the pattern might not be as apparent. Your current struggle is a part of your story, a significant part, but it is not the only part. By holding this larger perspective, you honor the wholeness of your life. You are not just your diagnosis or your symptoms. You are the entire magnificent and intricate tapestry. Now let's consider something even more subtle and profound. It is a quiet wisdom that often emerges in times of physical trial. Acknowledging that wisdom, love, and connection can grow even stronger when physical distractions and ambitions lessen. In our younger, healthier years, much of our energy is directed outward. We are busy building careers, raising families, pursuing goals, moving through the world at a rapid pace. Our focus is on doing. When the body forces us to slow down, to turn inward, something remarkable can happen. The energy that was once poured into external activity can now be used for internal cultivation. Stripped of the ability to do as much, we are presented with a powerful invitation to simply be. And in that state of being, new flowers can bloom. Wisdom can deepen. Without the constant noise of a busy life, you have the opportunity to reflect, to integrate your life's experiences, to see patterns and lessons you might have missed before. You can develop a more philosophical, long-range view of life. The trivial anxieties that once consumed you can fall away, replaced by a clearer sense of what truly matters. Your priorities can shift from the superficial to the essential. This is the emergence of true wisdom, a quality that is not dependent on a healthy body, but on a well-examined life. Love and connection can also grow stronger. When you are no longer able to rely solely on your own physical strength, you are forced to become more vulnerable, to ask for and receive help. This vulnerability, while challenging, is the very doorway to deeper intimacy. It allows others to show their love for you in new ways, and it allows you to receive that love more fully. Relationships can move beyond the surface level of shared activities and into the deeper waters of shared being. You may find that you have more time and emotional energy to truly listen to the people you love, to be more present with them. Your capacity for empathy, for both yourself and others, can expand enormously. You become a connoisseur of the heart. This is how we begin to weave the threads of past strength and present peace into a single, whole tapestry of your life. It's not about pretending the struggle isn't real. It's about recognizing that growth is still happening, right in the midst of the struggle. It is about seeing that you are not diminishing. You are transforming. You are becoming a different kind of strong. Not the strength of a charging bull, but the strength of a deep, quiet mountain. Not the brilliance of a firework, but the steady, enduring light of a star. This is a more subtle, more internal, but no less powerful form of strength and beauty. It is the process of your spirit being distilled to its purest essence. So, as you lie here, let go of the fractured story of before and after. Instead, hold the image of your life as a single, continuous, and ever-evolving tapestry. Honor all the threads, the bright and the dark, the smooth and the rough. See the strength of your past woven together with the emerging wisdom of your present. Recognize that this chapter, as difficult as it is adding a richness and a depth to your being that could not have been achieved in any other way. You are not broken. You are not fading. You are in a process of profound and meaningful transformation. You are weaving peace into your story, not by eliminating the struggle, but by integrating it into a larger, more compassionate, and far more beautiful whole. Having woven the threads of our past and present into a single whole story, we now arrive at a place of profound potential for rest. It is the practice of softening into acceptance. This word, acceptance, can sometimes be misunderstood. It can sound like defeat, like giving up hope, like a passive resignation to a grim reality. But the kind of acceptance we are cultivating tonight is none of those things. It is not passive. It is an active and courageous choice. It is not about giving up hope for the future. It is about releasing the struggle with the present. It is a wise, strategic, and deeply compassionate act of self-preservation. Let's cultivate the state of calm acceptance of what is, just for tonight, just for this period of rest. You are not making a permanent declaration about the rest of your life. You are simply giving yourself the gift of a temporary ceasefire. For the next few hours, you are laying down your arms. You are agreeing to a truce with reality, exactly as it is in this moment. Think of the enormous amount of energy you expend wishing things were different. the mental churn of replaying the past, worrying about the future, and arguing with the present moment. If only I had done that differently. What will happen to me tomorrow? This shouldn't be happening. This internal monologue is a constant drain on your resources. It's like leaving a powerful engine running in neutral all night long. By morning, your tank is empty, and you haven't gone anywhere. Acceptance is the simple act of turning off that engine. Let's use a different analogy. Imagine a river. The river has banks. These banks define its course. A young, turbulent river might fight against its banks, crashing against them, trying to break free, spending all its energy in a chaotic struggle. But a mature, wise river no longer fights its banks. It accepts them. And in that acceptance, it discovers its true power. It flows peacefully and powerfully within them. It is not constrained by the banks. It is guided by them. Its journey becomes smooth, effortless, and graceful. The banks, the limitations of your physical reality, are here, at least for now. Acceptance is the choice to stop crashing against them. It is the choice to flow with the reality of your life right now, rather than fighting it. And in that flow, you will discover a new kind of power, the power of peace, the power of deep internal ease. So, how do we practice this? It begins with a simple, conscious choice. You can say to yourself, silently, just for tonight, I accept everything as it is. Feel the intention behind those words. It's a gentle release, a letting go. Now bring your awareness to the physical reality of your body. Notice the sensations that are present, the warmth of the blankets, the feeling of pressure where your body meets the bed, the specific areas of discomfort. Instead of meeting these sensations with the usual resistance, the clenching, the bracing, the mental no, see if you can meet them with a soft, allowing presence. Imagine your awareness is like a soft, warm light, and you are simply shining that light on the sensations without any judgment or agenda. You are not trying to change them. You are just allowing them to be. This is what is here now. A sensation of aching in this joint. A feeling of tightness here. Okay. That okay is the key. It is a small word with immense power. It is the sound of acceptance. With each breath, you can deepen this practice. As you inhale, you gently acknowledge what is present. As you exhale, you soften around it. You release the layer of mental and emotional resistance. Imagine the sensation is a stone in the water. The resistance is the water freezing around the stone, gripping it tightly. The act of softening, of accepting, is like the ice melting, allowing the water to flow freely around the stone. The stone is still there, but the relationship has changed. There is no more friction. There is flow. There is ease. This is not a one-time event. It is a continuous practice of letting go, breath by breath. The mind will want to re-engage the struggle. It will offer you worries and arguments. When it does, you don't have to fight the mind either. You can simply notice those thoughts and, with your next exhale, soften around them too. You can accept that the mind is worrying and then gently guide your attention back to the breath, back to the sensation of softening. This state of acceptance is the prerequisite for deep, restorative rest. The body cannot truly rest and repair when the nervous system is in a state of high alert, fueled by the fight against reality. It's only when we signal to our entire being that it is safe to stand down, that the fight is over for now, that the body can access its deepest healing mechanisms. Acceptance is the signal. It is the message of safety that every cell in your body has been waiting to hear. It is the ultimate act of kindness you can offer yourself when you are tired and struggling. It is the gift of peace. So, let go of the need for tonight to be different than it is. Let go of the hope for a perfect pain-free night's sleep. Let go of the frustration with your body, just for now. And in their place, cultivate this gentle, allowing, and profoundly restful state of acceptance. Let the river of your being flow peacefully within its banks. There is nowhere else to be, nothing else to do, and nothing to fix. Just this, just here. Softening into what is. Resting in this soft place of acceptance, we can now turn towards sleep, not as a goal to be conquered, but as a gentle invitation. We can begin to frame the act of falling asleep not as another task to perform, but as the ultimate gift of kindness and care for our body. Sleep is not a battle to be won. It is a surrender to be allowed. For so long, you may have approached bedtime with a subtle anxiety, a performance pressure. I have to sleep. I need to get enough rest. This very pressure is what makes sleep so elusive. It is like trying to catch a timid bird by lunging at it. The more you want it, the faster it flies away. Tonight, let's change our approach entirely. We are not going to try to get sleep. We are going to create the most beautiful, gentle, and welcoming conditions for sleep to arrive, if and when it chooses to. We are going to prepare a sanctuary for this gentle visitor. Sleep is the body's most profound healing state. It is a time of deep cellular repair. It is the wisdom of nature, built into our very DNA, that knows exactly what to do to restore and rejuvenate us. When we sleep, our brains wash themselves clean of the metabolic byproducts of a day's thinking. Our muscles repair their tiny tears. Our nervous system recalibrates. Our immune system strengthens. It is a nightly miracle of restoration, and we don't have to do anything to make it happen. Our only job is to get out of the way. Our only job is to surrender control and trust in this deep, innate intelligence. The you that has been trying so hard to manage your body all day can finally go off duty. It is time to release the role of manager and allow sleep's natural, ancient wisdom to take over. Let's begin to foster this sense of surrender with a gentle visualization. Imagine every single cell in your body has its own consciousness, its own tiny intelligence, and all day long, they have been working tirelessly for you. Now, as you lie here in this state of acceptance, imagine you are giving each one of them permission to rest. Picture a wave of gentle permission starting at the tips of your toes. You can silently say to the cells in your toes, "Thank you for your work. You can rest now. You can soften. You can let go." And feel, or imagine you feel, a subtle softening in your toes, a release of any residual tension. Now let this warm, gentle wave of permission flow slowly up into your feet and your ankles. Thank you. You can let go completely now. Feel your feet becoming heavy and relaxed, releasing their job of holding you up, of carrying you through the world. They are fully supported by the bed. They can surrender their effort. Let the wave of softening continue up into your lower legs, your calves and shins. All the muscles that have helped you stand and walk and move, give them permission to be completely limp and at ease. Then let the wave move up through your knees and into your powerful thighs. These large muscles work so hard. Let them go. Let them release their grip and sink deeply into the surface beneath you. Imagine every cell softening, repairing, and being nourished by this act of letting go. Now bring this gentle wave of release into your hips, your pelvis, and your lower back. This area so often carries our stress and tension. Just invite it to soften. You are not forcing it, just gently inviting. Exhale and release the deep, habitual clenching in this area. Allow your entire lower body to feel heavy, warm, and profoundly relaxed. You are handing over control to the deep wisdom of your body. You are trusting it to know what to do. Now, let the wave of nourishing release flow up into your abdomen and your stomach. Let all the internal organs soften. Release the anxious knot you might be holding there. Let your belly be soft and receptive. Then let the wave flow up into your chest, surrounding your heart and lungs with a feeling of spaciousness and ease. Let your breath move freely and gently, without effort. Feel your heart beating steadily and calmly in this space of safety. Now, let the wave of surrender flow down your arms, through your elbows and forearms, all the way to your wrists, hands, and fingertips. Your hands have done so much today. Let them open. Let them soften. Let go of everything you've been holding on to, both literally and metaphorically. Your arms and hands can be completely at rest. Let the gentle wave move up into your shoulders. This is another great storehouse of tension. On an exhale, just let your shoulders drop. Let them melt away from your ears. Release the weight of the world you have been carrying on them. Finally, let the wave of release flow up through your neck, your throat, and into your head. Let your jaw unclench completely, allowing a little space between your teeth. Soften your cheeks, your lips, your tongue. Let the tiny muscles around your eyes release their grip. Let your eyes sink back into their sockets, and let your forehead become wide, smooth, and completely serene. Release the effort of thinking. Release the role of the problem solver. Just for now, there is nothing more to analyze, nothing to figure out. You are giving your mind the same deep rest you are giving your body. You have released the manager. You have allowed the natural intelligence of rest to take over. You have created the perfect conditions of trust and surrender. Sleep is no longer a destination you are striving for. It is the natural environment of this surrendered state. You are not falling asleep. You are allowing sleep to find you, to welcome you, to hold you in its healing embrace. And all you have to do is let go. Having surrendered the role of manager, having given every cell permission to rest, you now simply float in a space of profound kindness. You have done all you can do. The rest is not up to you. Now, you can simply allow yourself to be held. Let's deepen this final stage of relaxation with the imagery of being safely and comfortably supported. Become aware of the physical support beneath you. Feel the mattress, the bed, the foundation of the house, and the solid earth beneath it all, holding you up completely. You do not need to hold yourself. Not a single muscle needs to be engaged to keep you safe. You are fully and completely supported. Let your body sink even more deeply into this support, releasing that last 1% of holding on. Trust in this support. It is unconditional. It asks nothing of you except that you rest upon it. Now, expand your awareness to the space around you. Feel the quiet of the room holding you. The air in the room is still and peaceful, a soft, invisible blanket around your skin. The darkness or the dim light is a gentle cloak, protecting you from the busy world outside. This room is your sanctuary, a safe harbor. Within these walls, you are free from all demands. You are held in a space of profound peace and kindness. Nothing can get to you here. You are safe. Allow yourself to feel the truth of that safety deep in your bones, deep in your nervous system. Let it be a message that permeates your entire being. I am fully supported. I can let go completely now. Repeat that to yourself, like a soft, gentle lullaby. I am fully supported. I can let go completely now. Let's take one final gentle journey through the body, releasing any remaining traces of tension, one gentle breath at a time. Bring your awareness all the way down to your toes again. As you breathe in, be aware of your toes. As you breathe out, feel them becoming even softer, even more relaxed. Let any lingering energy simply drain out through the soles of your feet, leaving them feeling empty, heavy, and peaceful. Now bring your awareness to your feet and ankles. Breathing in, notice them. Breathing out, let them go completely. They are so very heavy and so deeply at rest. Now, your lower legs, your calves and shins. Inhale, feel them. Exhale, release them into a profound state of stillness. Let the feeling of heavy, warm relaxation soak into your knees and up into your thighs. Breathing in, awareness of your thighs. Breathing out, complete and total release. Your legs feel as heavy as stone, yet as soft as water. They are completely at peace. Bring your awareness now to your hips, your pelvis, and your entire torso. As you breathe in, feel the gentle rise of your abdomen. As you breathe out, feel everything sinking, releasing, letting go. Let your lower back spread out and soften against the surface beneath you. Let your chest be open and relaxed. Every breath is a wave of relaxation, washing over you, carrying away any remaining tension, leaving only peace in its wake. Now, bring your awareness to your hands and arms. As you inhale, notice your fingertips, your palms, your arms. As you exhale, imagine them dissolving into the stillness. They are weightless and perfectly at ease. Let your shoulders melt even further. Release the joint where the arm meets the shoulder, letting go of any final tightness there. Feel a sense of profound release spreading across your upper back and shoulders. You are letting go. You are letting go completely. Finally, bring your awareness to your neck and your head. As you breathe in, be aware of the delicate muscles in your neck. As you breathe out, let them go. Allow your head to feel heavy and fully supported by the pillow. Let go of the need to hold it in any particular position. Trust the support. Now, let this final wave of release wash over your face. Soften the jaw. Soften the cheeks. Soften the area around your eyes. And most of all, soften your forehead and your mind. Let your thoughts become like distant clouds, drifting by far overhead in the vast sky of your awareness. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to engage with them. You can simply watch them drift with a sense of peaceful, detached curiosity. They are not important right now. All that is important is this feeling of deep, profound rest. You are held. You are safe. You are completely supported. Every part of you has been given permission to let go. You have done your part. You have created the conditions for rest. Now, all that is left is to allow, to trust, to float in this warm, quiet ocean of peace. There is nothing holding you back. You are free to drift. You are free to release into the healing mystery of sleep. Every breath now takes you a little deeper into this state of calm. Every moment carries you closer to the shores of slumber. You are held in a space of infinite kindness, a space created by your own loving attention. Rest here, be held. Let go. I am fully supported. I can let go completely now. And so, we drift. Here in the soft, quiet space between wakefulness and sleep, there's nothing more to do. Nothing to fix. Nothing to understand. The thinking mind can finally rest. The striving self can finally cease its endless effort. All that is left is this gentle, floating sensation. A sense of being held in the vast, quiet darkness, like a single star held in the immensity of the night sky. The story we have told tonight is not just a story. It is a returning to a truth that has always been present within you, buried beneath the noise of struggle. The truth that your body is not your enemy, but your most ancient and faithful companion. The truth that your worth is not measured by what you can do, but is inherent in the simple, profound fact of your being. The truth that you are not the storm, but the vast, untouchable sky that holds the storm. And the truth that in surrender, there is an unimaginable strength. In letting go, there is a profound peace. What does it truly mean to inhabit a body? Is it a vessel to be commanded, or a mystery to be listened to? Perhaps this journey, this difficult chapter, is not a detour from your life, but a deep and essential part of its curriculum. A lesson in humility, a lesson in compassion, a lesson in what it means to be truly, vulnerably human. Perhaps the moments when we feel most broken are the moments when we are most open to grace, most able to receive a deeper wisdom that eludes us in our times of strength. Perhaps the ultimate healing is not the absence of pain, but the presence of love, right in the heart of the pain. These are not questions that need answers tonight. They are simply seeds, planted in the fertile ground of your resting mind, to perhaps blossom in their own time. For now, all that is required is to drift. 2. Allow the gentle currents of peace to carry you. Let's drift a little deeper now, with a soft and easy count. 10. Sinking down into a feeling of complete support, held safely by the world. 9. Every muscle in your body is now soft and heavy, completely at rest. 8. The rhythm of your breath is slow and gentle, like the quiet tide on a calm sea. 7. Your mind is quiet, still, and spacious, free from all concern. 6. Drifting further and further away from the shores of the waking world. 5. Halfway to a place of deep, profound, and healing rest. 4. Letting go even more, releasing into the darkness, trusting it completely. 3. So close now to the gift of sleep, feeling it gently welcoming you. 2. Almost there, a gentle dissolving, a soft surrender. 1. There's nothing left to hold on to, just allowing, just being. Rest now. Sleep is here for you. It is a gift. Receive it. There's nothing more to do, nothing to fix. Just allow. Rest now. Sleep is here for you. The night will hold you. The silence will soothe you. The darkness will heal you. Let go. Sleep now. Rest. Peace.